Arbicor OneTrade, instructions, registration, account overview, and how to make your first deposit so that everything works correctly and brings you profit. Be sure to watch this video to the end. Everything will be step by step, so please give me a like in advance. And let's begin. The first thing we do is go to the description under this video.
I want to say right away that this registration and all instructions are suitable for absolutely everyone. It does not matter which country you live in. It does not matter who you are, a stay-at-home mom, a pensioner, or a student.
This registration is suitable for absolutely everyone. This guide works for all countries, so feel free to use it and learn. So let's go. Friends, the first link in our description is for registration. The second is the Arbicor website. If you forgot, you can go to it, and the partner key. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram channel.
We now need the very top link, registration. If you also forgot how to log in or where to find the Arbicor OneTrade website, crash here, click on the second line. If you need registration, you can click on the first. So we click on the first line, but remember right away that we also have a partner key or partner code. It is the same thing. You will have to type it exactly as it is, using these capital letters. But if you click the link, it should fill in automatically. If it does not fill in, we enter it from here. So let us go. We click the top link. Boom. I want to say right away that this guide is the same whether for Android or for a smartphone like an iPhone, or for example for a PC, computer, laptop. It all works. So everyone needs this guide. Save it. Moreover, the link to the leader team is in the description below this video, and this instruction is specifically made for joining the leader team. Remember that there are also spillovers here because it is a binary system. Therefore, if you are registering, as I told you before, it is better to register with the leader team. This is important, so I am giving you the link specifically for the leader team. We register using it. So let's go. Once we are here, what do we see? A login field opens up, and at the top we can also change the language here. Click here, select, for example, Russian. Okay, we've switched. Here we have the login. If you already have one, you can enter your details right away. If you don't have one, as I said, it's your first registration. Click here on the registration button, click it. So I'll show you again. Change the language at the top, then switch the tab to registration. If you're logging in, use the login button. If it's your first time, use registration. Next, enter your email address that you have access to. Next is the partner key I mentioned. As you can see, it matches the one in the description. This is very important. All letters are uppercase. Make sure you have exactly the one written here. Now I will show it to you up close. The partner key for all countries and everywhere else must be exactly this one. Remember it and enter exactly this one. In the case, you join the leaders team. Next, enter your password and confirm it. Remember, it must be at least 8 characters long and include both uppercase and lowercase letters. That is all. Repeat it to ensure they match. Then click create account. I think that is clear. Let us move on. Next, we go into the account, and in the top left corner, we click on the 3 dots, the 3 lines, then the menu opens. We need the very top one, which is arbitrage. And here is the most interesting part. We click on arbitrage and see that everything we have is at 0. You need to hit start. I'll remind you that the minimum here is 100. Indeed, Arbicor has been performing well since December. I remind you that our team made very good money here back in March and April, and now I think it will be possible to make even more multiples, to take even more profit. Everyone makes their own decision, of course, but I am just showing the opportunity that I see, and I really like Arbicor. I did exactly the same thing that I showed you in the instructions, so I am sure that everyone who does the same thing now will also succeed, guys. If you agree with me, please like this video. I also want to say that few people believed it, but I will repeat that in March and April, everyone who listened from the start succeeded. And right now, this is the opportunity. And if you do everything as I showed, I think I will make a profit. You will see it all for yourselves now. See? It's at 0, right? Now I'll fast forward a bit and let's see. Look, it's at 0. And now, a little trick. If you did everything right, it works for everyone with 100, but we have another point. Look here. Voila, a 10. Even though it was about 100, right? See? The trick is that if you did everything right, as I showed in your account, because you are on the leaders team, you can deposit even smaller amounts. I tested it with 10. I think you can start with $1 or 10 or 15. I mean, it has not launched yet, but I deposited 10 and I see it in my balance.
It is not active yet, but it is already in the balance. So what is the trick?
Each of us has, let's say, 100 is harder to collect, but to collect, let's say, 5 today, 5 tomorrow, or maybe 5 this morning, then 10 at lunch, and by evening you can collect 100, right? So adding it in little bits. Those who do arbitrage understand what I am talking about, but when we click start, we see that we cannot launch it yet. See? Not yet. It needs to be 100, that is the minimum, but we only have 10. Now I will show you how I make my first investment, my first purchase, instructions. That is also an interesting point. Watch closely, I will share all the tips and secrets. I told you the first one, give it a like. 10 or rather 5 can be deposited, not like everyone waiting for 100 to have more than 100. You can do less. You see for yourselves what this is. Well, let's do it in general. We need to top up. Let's take the next step. Okay, let's go. Click top up. Well, start. Yes, start. Shako, we see this message. We need to reach 100. We have 10. Click top up again. And it shows that we need to, well, sort of acknowledge and confirm our agreement. See, let's read it. Well, we just click acknowledged and confirmed right here. During this deposit, another field will pop up for your personal details and everything.
So I'll say right away, I went through the ID process, yes, using my passport or my driver's license. I used my regular driver's license, entered my details from my passport. And I didn't see anything difficult, honestly. Everything went quickly, just a couple of seconds. There's nothing wrong with that, really. Let it be, which why not if you want to earn money? Personally, I couldn't do it without it. So after filling in the data, I click start. Deposit. I read it. I agree. Next, watch carefully. I choose BP20 from this list. I like it the most. I scroll down. I click right here. I am pointing to the green square while remembering the first 4 and the last 4.
I pressed it. No, next, next I go to my crypto exchange. In this case, it is Binance. Among all these, I click send at the very bottom, after which a field like this appears, and I click on-chain withdrawal. Right here. Bam! Next, it says send USDT. In the top field, I paste what I just copied. I am checking, it matches. Yeah, I see what I said. You see it is highlighted. Next, I select the network. BAP20 BNB, the very top one. Next is an interesting point. Look, right here. We enter the amount, minimum 5. As I said, you can do 5, 10. Well, it varies. It's different on other wallets. I need to enter, I already have 10. I need to enter 90. So, I entered 90. I check before confirming. And the amount arriving is less, so I need to add a little bit more. We see it right here, right? 0.01. So I definitely need to add more. Meaning, if it is 90, it takes a fee of 0.01. Because of the fee, a smaller amount will arrive. Always keep that in mind, guys. So I adjusted the amount to cover the fee, as you can see, and look down here. Voila! And the full amount will arrive for me right now. I think this life hack was useful for each of you too. Friends, write the author is right in the comments and leave a like. I think you'll like this too. Alright, the amount has gone through, everything is fine, and we click here, withdraw, bam. Let's double check everything carefully once more. The amount that will be received, the BEP20 network, the wallet address we copied, the amount including the fee itself, the spot wallet, everything looks good to us, and we click confirm at the bottom, bam. So, let's wait a little while. Let's go into our account and check. It's not there yet, still 10 in the account. And we watch. By the way, did you notice the button changed? It says start now, right? We can go down here and click on the operations button. Right here, deals, accruals, operations.
Right here, click.
Boom! And we immediately see that in our brand new account, yes, that 10 appeared. And after some time, 90 appeared. The ones we just deposited together. That is how it is, friends. I showed you how it is all done from scratch, but that is not all. Do not switch away. So it is already in the operations here, but it is not at the top yet. We click on start. Let's try. We press it. It still says there is nothing yet, so we do need to wait for the funds. Well, let's wait. And in just a couple of seconds, it is already 100. Congratulations. And you congratulate me in the comments, write it down. So, but that is not all, friends. While you are writing good reviews in the comments, because the instructions are truly useful, share them with your friends. And look, 100 has appeared. Let's check it. I'll start AutoTrade. Some of us artists and my decisions. Who in artists, this is mandatory if you are doing it for the first time. Click here, read everything. Click I agree, satla puskananda, and click confirm. So the minimum was 100. We reached it in parts and launched it. Now we see that everything has started. Everything is active. My asset is running. This is the first time you are seeing this, right? And the total pool. This will appear for you too if it is your first time. I will say once again that most people asking right now are beginners, but I will say that for beginners, I think you have arrived at the start. OneTrade has just launched. It is only on its second day today, so this is truly the real start. It is the same as it was initially back in December. Therefore, friends, it is really worth getting in. That is my personal opinion. You make your own decisions. Think about it. But in my opinion, well, you see for yourselves, I made a purchase and I will be increasing my position constantly and I will talk about it on the channel. So, I will be sharing and showing everything. So if you are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel right now here on YouTube and on Telegram via the link in the description. Regarding the strategy, one more little tip. You ask, how are you going to do this?
I will do as I did last time. That is, I entered with the minimum. The minimum here is 100. Right now, for instance, I've entered, well, like I said, you remember, right? This morning I showed the amounts I'm entering with now. This is one of my relatives' accounts. I'm just using it to demonstrate. Then someone came along and said, show me. I am showing you my relative's account right now. My own account has much larger sums. I also started with 100, then I increased it more and more, and as a result, I now have 2,000 working in the account. This is important. What will I do next? My strategy. I started with 100. Well, for example, a beginner, right? Started with 100. Tosha, tomorrow I will have 10, let's say USDT. I immediately, that is right away, as soon as I have any extra money, I immediately reinvest and grow my deposit to the maximum as much as I can until a certain time. What that time is, I will also tell you later. Because no one has cancelled compound interest, no one has cancelled reinvestment. By the way, I turned on reinvest in the account. That is also an important point. If you are interested, I will tell you about that too. Subscribe to the channel. If you have questions, write them down. That is important. In general, as they say, I did not eat a pie. Some $10 were left over. Here I turn it on. I do it. Let's look again so you understand what I'm talking about. If you registered correctly, yes, there should be 100, but look, I showed you my first purchase. I did it right in front of you. Look, the first purchase is 10 USDT, 90 USDT. So you can even split it into parts, and that is a cool feature for us. You have 10 extra. Bam, you put it in. Half an hour later, another 15 or 20 came in. Bam, you put that to work too. You don't need to save up 100 anymore. Do you see the point? If you registered correctly and used the code you were supposed to use from the start, like I said, register correctly, then you can put 10 or 15 into work at a time. This is an important point, friends. This is how compound interest works, and this is how you reinvest. And in the end, it turns into a nice pile of money that you can actually earn from. Guys, believe me, we all absolutely made money, those who listened to me. And I hope I answered your questions, so everyone right now, believe me. Even just as they say, many write, oh, it won't work or something else. You haven't even tried. Therefore, I believe everyone, absolutely everyone, that should go to the description under this video right now, complete the registration and check that you have the partner key that I am showing you now. You must have one just like it. This is a team of leaders. Subscribe to Telegram, complete the registration, enter this key during registration, and watch.
Check the reviews here on the YouTube channel and subscribe to the Telegram channel as well. That is all.
The minimum is 100. I think it is worth joining and taking action, especially since you can even start with 10 or 5. Well, it is just a fantastic opportunity. Why not take advantage of it? You will just say this. Guys, let's make some money. That's it. There's an opportunity, so take it.
Why not? Personally, that is what I think. What do you think? Write it in the comments. That is all, friends. Arbicor OneTrade pays. I have told you and shown you the instructions on how to register, an overview of the dashboard, and how to make your first investment, your first purchase, and your first deposit. That is all, friends. Let's earn money on arbitrage together with Arbicor OneTrade. All links and instructions are in the description below this video. Share with your friends, leave a like and support, and write a comment. I am waiting for yours.